Hi. What are easy tips to get a winter body ready for spring when you're 50 plus? Hey, springtime is here already. Now, we planned to get fitter this year, and it seemed we had a lot of time during the winter to do just that, but we told ourselves we'd get started tomorrow. Well, my friend, tomorrow is now. And I can assure you a significant change in how you look and feel is doable without that old feel the burn nonsense. Hi, I'm Kevin, your 70 plus host for Loving 50 plus. There's plenty of motivation to get fitter and stronger, with it seems like everyone around us shedding heavy coats, baggy sweats, and even Chicago Bear jerseys. Now, lots more people are popping up on sidewalks, bike paths, and in parks, anything to just get outside in the warmer weather. Now, you may feel you're not ready to pull on shorts and those clingy t-shirts, and that's understandable. So many of us spent the last 5 months or so in semi-hibernation mode. More couch time, watching football, sports, and maybe the Hallmark Channel. And I'm not saying I watched the Hallmark Channel. I must have heard about it somewhere. Now, more couch time means more snack time. All that couching and snacking has probably resulted in last spring's clothes fitting a little tighter. But at 50 plus, it's not just about how you look, but inactivity and lots of snacking also has a big impact on how you feel. And we want your spring to be filled with fun, enjoyable activities. So, to make this simple, the first tip, our focus to move from winter to spring and summer is your mindset. Got to change it. As we said, tomorrow is now. And now we're not going into panic mode, like realizing we're going on a Mediterranean cruise in a few days. But the great fact is, as we always say, that which makes us healthier also makes us fit into our favorite spring clothes a little easier, or something like that. Now, the people I've trained who successfully trimmed down prioritized healthier eating. But what I do to transition from winter to spring and summer is substitution. I replace calorie-dense, saturated fat-laden, added sugary foods with healthier foods that maybe fill you up, but aren't as likely to be stored as excess body fat. So first step, don't go through another drive-through without first checking the nutrition guidelines on the store's website. You have to know what you're eating. Now look at it this way. When you're sitting in the drive-thru at your bank, are you guessing how many dollars you're depositing? Heck no. So why would you sit in line at the fast food drive-thrus and just guess how many calories you're depositing in your I want to get ready for springtime body? It's not a good idea. So you just Google the fast food place you're at and its nutrition facts and look up, let's say, a morning coffee and a bagel or muffin. Now let me tell you something. The muffin alone was a shocker. 20 grams of fat and a whopping 26 grams of sugar. Now, the esteemed American Heart Association recommends no more than 25 grams of sugar for an entire day for women and 36 grams for an entire day for men. It's just a muffin. What do? Substitute. Maybe an egg and cheese wrap, 11 grams of fat and only 1 gram of sugar. But you're also getting an egg and some cheese for needed protein so you won't feel as hungry later. What about your coffee? Definitely look up your morning favorites because some lattes and mochas can add 400 to 500 calories to your morning intake. Let me try to remember my grammar school math. It was a long time ago. If that muffin was 450 to 500 calories and your coffee 400 to 500 calories, a muffin and mocha can add 850 to 1,000 calories to your morning. And keep this in mind, for lunch, it's very tough to try to say, oh, I'll exercise later because I just had a fatty cheeseburger and fries. Let's do some figuring. Multi-layered fast food burgers, those Big Mamas, can set you back 740 calories and 20 grams of heart-clogging saturated fat. How about the large fry? Another 480 calories. Now, some nice folks do try to balance fast food and pizza and that kind of thing by deciding to treadmill the calories away. As I said before, it's very tough to do. According to the American Heart Association, excuse me, the average 150-pound person would only burn about 225 calories by walking, say, at a 3-mile-per-hour pace for 1 hour. An average 200-pound person, about 300 calories per hour. So you'd have to walk at a good pace for a couple of hours to burn off that morning muffin and mocha, and about 4 hours to burn off that burger and fries. Now your body does use calories to digest and calories to get your walk in, on and on, but you get the picture. So how about this? To make all that walking more interesting, just think that you're going to Daytona Beach in Miami, Florida during spring break, and you're walking from bar to bar with all the college kids. So what if you're the only partiers that went to college with Frankie and Dee Dee in that great movie, Beach Blanket Bingo? Think of all the fun stuff you have to talk about and teach those college kids. They'll appreciate you. Now, any kind of walking and all that walking, trying to burn off breakfast and lunch hasn't even touched the excess body fat you're hoping to part company with. Now, keep in mind there are lots of factors that affect the specific amount of calories burned per hour. Female, male, body size, amount of muscle, so on and so on. So the good news is you're helping your cardiovascular system with all that walking. So there's always a plus. Now, it's obviously a lot easier to not take in too much calories and fat and sugar in the first place than to try to exercise it off. So I would suggest, since it's already springtime, substituting with a healthy breakfast. Oatmeal with blueberries and a dash of low-fat milk, scrambled egg with some cheese on whole wheat toast, scrambled egg on 2 slices of Canadian bacon topped with avocado. You get the picture. Stuff is good. So springtime shape-up foods include lean proteins, complex carbs, lots of vegetables, fruits, and cool water throughout your day. They're your best choices, and including them in your daily food intake will help you reach your springtime goals quickly and easily. Now, I don't want to shock you, but I definitely suggest foregoing alcohol, at least during the week. Alcoholic beverages are empty calories that seem to like congregating around our waistlines. In addition, your body just does not like alcohol. Your body wants it out of its system, so it prioritizes processing the alcohol, which slows down your metabolism. And as we all know, when we drink, we tend to eat. Not just foods we like, but for many of us, just about anything we can find. We find ourselves digging through the freezer to see if there's any ice cream under all those vegetable bags, or frantically searching to see if your kids or grandkids dropped a Reese's peanut butter cup under the couch during their Easter egg hunt. Fat chance of that. Kids that have never picked up a toy or a wayward Lego in their lives are like human bloodhounds when Easter chocolate is at stake. So instead, try this. To help ease into this less alcohol time, at least do what I do, my one-for-one system. Have a glass of wine, then an equal cold glass of water. Have a beer, then the next round is a glass of ice cold water. Try it, it does work. Now, okay, the second easy springtime tip, and you knew this was coming, was fun physical activity. Always check with your doctor first, at least a phone call to get your doc's opinion. If he's ever concerned enough to have you come in for an appointment, do it. Now look at it this way. You have about 3 months of spring, and that's plenty of time, but you have to make a commitment. Come on, it's for you. Commit to 3 days a week. Say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of walking, biking, playing tennis, pickleball, something every other day. At least walk around the block until the neighborhood dogs know you and they bark a friendly hello. Now, on alternate days, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, follow a strength building program. Your squats, wall push-ups, planks, start easy and add a few reps and sets when 3 sets of 15 reps per exercise becomes easy. Now, I really do believe your healthier and fitter body can happen now this spring. If you give yourself the chance, commit to spending time on yourself. Keep nutritional foods in your fridge and pantry at all times so you have lots of tasty goodies on hand. And believe in yourself. You already have what you need to rejuvenate a body that just haven't been given the attention, the time, the love it needs for far too long. It's time you appreciate your wonderful body and this warm, beautiful springtime. Now, thanks for watching our Loving 50 Plus episode. I appreciate you being here, and you're always welcome to join us Loving 50 Plusers community. And please click subscribe to keep us going, and maybe a thumbs up like. I'm very interested to hear about your thoughts in the comments section, so please share. What you want for your body, your life, is what Loving 50 Plus is all about. I'm Kevin, your host. See you at our next video, and please take care of yourself.